the less that I try, the more money that I make. The last couple of months, my income has only been going up and up every single month. And right now I make more money than I know what to do with. I'm 22 years old, making more than a well-paid doctor every single month, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this is because I've seen so many gurus, so many people online, and I used to be listening to these people saying that, yeah, the only way to get rich is work extremely hard. You need to just try harder and push yourself harder, okay? And I was that guy a couple of years ago, who's like working extremely hard, grinding my ass off, and still I was dead broke. I was staying with my parents and I was struggling with multiple different business models. So in this video, I want to help you figure this stuff out and realize that the way to get to your goals, the way to get to your dream life, make a lot of money, get rich at a young age, is not by trying harder. It's something completely different. And it's not even about working longer hours. It's not even about trying and like committing yourself to your goal and doing this like extra habits, etc. It's not about none of that stuff, okay? Because the funny thing is, like, when I was doing all that shit, like a couple of years ago, I was doing everything. I was doing the habits. I was working 12 hours every single day. I was waking up, doing cold showers, or super disciplined, and still I made no money at all. I was literally like losing money every single month doing that. Now I make more money than ever before, and I don't even work that hard. I work a couple of hours every single day, but I spend a lot of time on just living my life, having fun. And I realized the more I have fun in my life, the more I enjoy my existence and just like my life overall, the more money I end up making. And all of this happened because I just reprogrammed my own mind to step into this new identity of myself. And I want you to realize that if you're watching this video right now, and if you have goals since maybe a young age of making it big, you have this voice inside of you telling you that you're gonna make it big, you're gonna make a lot of money, create a lot of wealth, a lot of freedom for yourself, for your future family. If you have that goal inside of you, that means that there's a version inside of you that's already achieved that. It's already within you, okay? It's not just by random that you have those goals inside of you. It's been placed inside of you for a very specific reason, okay? What does that mean? It means that when you're going out there and working super hard and like pushing yourself and like chasing this goal of making 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever your goal is, $1,000 per month, you're actively telling yourself that this goal is outside of you and you're not the person who's already there. What is then happening? You're affirming your current situation. You're getting more of the same because every single day you're reminding yourself of how far away you are from this desired reality that you have for yourself. You're basically just affirming to yourself how far of a distance it is between you and where you want to go. And that's why most people stay stuck. That's why you get these like times of motivation, you know, like you stay up at like 2 a.m. in the night and you want to lock in, you want to change your life, start grinding, and then every single day you just realize like how far away you are from that goal. Okay, and the way to fix this is extremely simple. It's by completely just deciding in this moment right now to act and step into this new frequency of yourself right now. What would the version of yourself that's living in abundance, that's making all this money, what would they do right now? Extremely important that you fully step into this version of yourself. Like ask yourself, like when the version of you that's making, let's say, I don't know what your goal is, but let's say $10,000 a month, 20K per month. You're driving your dream car, you're living in your dream place, you're traveling like you want to be traveling. What does that version of yourself, how do they move? What type of places do they stay in? Like what type of people do they hang around? Who do they spend their time with? How do they make decisions? You know, when there's fear involved, for example, when there is a big decision to be made to like take risks, etc., how does this person move? Think to yourself about these different things and understand that this is what actually matters. How hard you work and how hard you try doesn't matter as much as who you are and where you're making decisions from. If this wasn't true, construction workers would be the most wealthy people in the world. Those people would be making so much freaking money if this wasn't true, because again, they're working like 12 or 14 hours per day. Super hard, physical labor, grinding their ass off. Why aren't they rich? If hard work and trying hard equates making a lot of money, why aren't these people rich? It's because it doesn't. What actually equates you making a lot of money is you fully stepping into the version of yourself that's already wealthy, that's already inside of you. And I know this might sound woo-woo, but on my journey of going from 0 to making my first 5K per month, making my first 10K per month, and now scaling like way beyond that to multiple 6 figures every single year, I realized this over and over again, is that the people that are making the most money, people like myself, we're not the hardest workers. Like I don't work harder than other people in the same industry as me, and still I make more money than a lot of other people. Why is that? It's because I've aligned myself to the new version of myself that I'm building. I'm speaking from that identity. I'm moving like the version of myself that I'm becoming. You know this whole like fake it until you make it, this quote a lot of people throw around? It actually works. If you start acting like the version of yourself and start speaking from your new identity, making decisions like the version of yourself, and actually getting very, very specific on where you're going. This is really where it all starts. First off, like first step to actually make this happen is getting extremely clear, where are you going? A lot of you guys, you don't even know where you're going right now. So get clear on like, what is your actual goal? Is it making 10K a month? Is it making 20K a month, 50K, 100K a month? And if so, why do you want that? Not just, okay, this goal that you found someone online that said, why do you want to make this type of money? Get extremely clear on that. And when you know this, then you can actually figure out what your dream life actually looks like. Because when you know what your goal is, then it becomes very clear for yourself. Okay, let's say you want to make $10,000 a month so you can travel the world, so be able to live in like a hot climate all year round, never have to deal with like the cold winters and the darkness and the depression that comes with that. The more clear you get on like where you're going, the more clearly you can act in alignment with how that version of yourself that's already living that life is gonna live. Let's say your goal is making $100,000 a month, living in abundance, driving your dream car, being on in nice places, hanging around high level people. You can start stepping into that right now. You can start going to nice cafes, stepping into like hotel lobbies and hanging around people that are in there are already wealthy. You know, you can make decisions like that version of yourself. You can always step into that version of yourself right now and start moving like them. The biggest barrier here is between your current identity pulling you back to acting like your current self, you know, acting in a broke way and like acting, making decisions, being scared to, for example, a big thing for me at least was being scared to spend money on myself, being super, super frugal and trying to like save all of my money, like hoard money. That's a very like 1.0, like your old self. That was my old self. And changing that required me to be way more abundant when it comes to money and be able to spend money freely, because I understood that the version of myself that's making the money I want to be making, my ideal self, like my desired reality, was the type of person who would be doing that. So I decided to start doing that right now, and then I tapped into that reality. So hopefully this starts to make sense to you right now. It's not about working harder. It's about simply stepping into the version of yourself who's already achieved these goals and moving like them. And when you're doing that, the work that you're putting in becomes way more impactful. You can be working for a couple of hours per day, but because you're moving like that version of yourself, you pursue different opportunities. You move in a different way, and this is more impact, there's more result in the stuff that you put, the work that you put in. You know, like if you're moving like the version of yourself and making 20K, 50K per month, you're gonna be moving in way more leverage opportunities and doing stuff that makes way more sense to actually achieve the goals that you have. So this is really what worked for me, and this is how I'm now able to work less hours, make more money than I ever done before, and really as I started setting myself up with some proper like generational wealth for myself and for the future as well. So that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. And the business model that I do, if you don't already know, it's called high ticket sales, which is basically where you are a salesperson for influencers. Okay, that's what allowed me to start making money online, start traveling, and start building serious wealth and start making multiple thousands of dollars on a daily basis by just taking sales calls and also managing sales teams for influencers. So if you want to learn this and get help from me to get into this and start making money with this business model, you can apply for coaching or my mentorship, but we can call down below this video. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. And remember, there's a reason why you have that voice inside of you. It's there for a reason. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get it. Ciao.